All right, let's talk about something that's a game changer for literally any business out there, the CRM. If you've ever had that feeling, where you're just buried under customer info, struggling to remember who said what and when, then you're going to want to stick around for this. We're going to break down what this tool is and why it's so important.
I mean, just picture this for a second. You're trying to hit your numbers, and you can just feel your boss's eyes on you. You're juggling spreadsheets, your inbox is a complete disaster, you've probably got sticky notes all over your monitor, it's a mess. You're just trying to keep track of who's who, what deal is where. It honestly feels like walking a tightrope, right? One wrong move and the whole thing could just fall apart.
Does that sound familiar at all? Yeah. If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. This is the reality for so many businesses. At least until they figure out there's a much better way. So let's start by digging into the core of the problem.
Yeah, I like to call this the spreadsheet nightmare. You know exactly what I'm talking about. That so-called organized chaos where your most important information is just everywhere, and there are these hidden costs to it all that are just slowly sinking the ship.
I mean, just think about it. A customer's entire history is scattered all over the place. Some of it's in a sales rep's email, other parts are in an accounting spreadsheet, and maybe your boss remembers a key detail from a lunch meeting 3 months ago. It's a total mess. And as you start to grow, forget about it. Trying to piece that puzzle together for every single person becomes, well, it's pretty much impossible.
And here is a number that just puts this whole thing into perspective. 27%. That's how many salespeople are spending more than an hour a day just on manual data entry. An hour every single day. Just imagine what your team could do with that extra hour. That's time for actually selling, building relationships, closing deals. But instead, it just vanishes into busy work. It's this huge, quiet killer of productivity.
Okay, so how do we escape this nightmare? Well, the answer is a CRM. This is the bridge that takes you from that total chaos we were just talking about to a world where everything is connected and actually makes sense.
So, customer relationship management, CRM for short. At its core, it's really a system and a strategy for handling every single conversation and interaction you have with your customers and your potential customers. It's all about making them the absolute center of your universe.
But, okay, what does a CRM really do in the real world? Well, for starters, it brings all that scattered customer data into one single spot. No more spreadsheet hunting. It also lets you actually see your sales pipeline, turning that mess into something clean and visual. And all that boring data entry we talked about, it automates it. It just does it for you. And maybe most importantly, it gives you real reports so you can make decisions based on actual data, not just a hunch. It just standardizes the whole process.
All right, that all sounds great in theory, but let's talk about what really matters, the bottom line. What's the actual impact here? Let me tell you, when you look at the numbers, they are pretty mind-blowing.
Okay, check this out. The ROI. For every single dollar a company puts into a CRM, they see an average return of $8.71. That's just insane. We're talking a return of over 700%. So a CRM isn't just another line item on your budget. It's one of the best investments you can possibly make for growth, period.
And this chart, this just shows you how powerful having this info on the go can be. Look at this. Sales teams who can use their CRM on their phones are hitting their quotas at a rate of 65%. The ones stuck at their desks, only 22%. That's almost 3 times better. It's all about having the right info at the right time, no matter where you are.
Okay, now here's the number that just makes your jaw drop. 300%. That's the potential increase in your conversion rates when you get a CRM set up the right way. Let that sink in for a second. For every 10 deals you're closing now, you could be closing 30. That's what happens when you have a smooth, smart sales process where nothing falls through the cracks.
And if you need any more proof, just look at the market itself. It is exploding. We're not talking about some niche tool for giant companies anymore. The vast majority of businesses with more than 10 employees are already using one. It's basically become table stakes if you want to compete.
So you're probably thinking, all right, I get it, I need one. But the idea of setting up a whole new system can feel a little overwhelming. I get it. The good news is, it's not as scary as it sounds. Let's break it down into a super simple roadmap.
Really, it just comes down to 3 steps. First, set your goals. What do you actually want this thing to do for you? Do you want to close more leads, keep customers happier, just stop wasting time? Get super clear on that. Step 2, pick your tool. Don't just go for the biggest name. The best CRM for a huge corporation probably isn't the right one for you. Find one that fits your needs and your budget. And third, and please do not skip this one, train your team. A fancy tool is just an expensive paperweight if your team doesn't know how to use it.
And that leads me to this quote, which is so important. You can buy the most amazing, expensive software on the planet, but if your team doesn't get it, if they don't see the benefit and they don't know how to use it, the whole thing is going to fail. It's doomed. Getting your team on board and properly trained, it's not optional. It's everything.
But wait, the story doesn't stop there, because this technology is moving at lightning speed. We're going way beyond just a simple database. A CRM is becoming, well, an intelligent partner for your business. Let's take a peek at what's coming next.
Just look at how fast things have changed. Back in 2008, almost every CRM was something you had to install on your own servers. Then, boom, the cloud happened. By 2017, pretty much everyone was cloud-based, which meant you could access it anywhere. And today, we're right in the middle of the next huge leap, AI.
Here's the best way to think about it. Your old-school CRM, it's like a library. All the info's there, sure, but you have to go find the right book on the right shelf. An AI-powered CRM, on the other hand, is like having a super smart librarian who knows what you need before you do. They just hand you the perfect book, already open to the right page with the important parts highlighted. It's a total shift from just tracking what happened to predicting what's going to happen. So what does that actually mean for you? It means you can have AI chatbots qualifying new leads for you 24/7 even while you're asleep. It means your sales calls can be automatically analyzed to give your team feedback on how to improve. The system itself can clean up your messy data and literally point you to the leads that are most likely to buy. It's the ultimate work smarter, not harder tool.
So, I want to leave you with this one final thought. At the end of the day, your customers are the heart of your business. They're everything. And the whole point of a CRM, from the most basic version to the super smart AI ones, is to help you connect with them. So the question is your technology helping you do that, or is it just getting in the way? Thanks for tuning in.